Oh, hello there, travelers.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Well. Welcome to episode 7 of Order and Omens. Today, we've got some cool stuff to go over. It's big, fatty reward time.
Woo.
Hell yeah.
What kind of rewards are we getting, boss man?
Well, we're going to get the... No, not that. That's the wrong one. Not that one.
That comes later.
No, let's do
Your reward is additional death.
Yo!
Oh, man.
That's what I want.
More eyeless ones.
Tell them what's behind door number 2, Jimmy. Additional hordes.
Order now and you get your second injector absolutely free.
A free ticket to Brazil.
Oh god.
I don't like that.
Taller Tower, Brazil.
Alright, so here's what actually happens. As you conquer the spire and the eyeless ones recede as they have had sufficient losses that their hive panics and they retreat from the spire. Doing so, you find yourself standing in the central mechanism of the platform that runs the spire, where you are expected to present the index of Henarius, that the engine of life might become one with the spire, reattach itself to the Nexus, and begin all that good shit. Such a thing as a formality. As you approach the dais in the center of the top of the tower, you will see that there is a slot that you would need to insert the index. A simple task, one easily fulfilled. Ignore that.
Can I kill him?
Ignore that one.
He stokes the fire.
It's Jim. He watches the tomatoes.
For some reason, I cannot delete that one.
He's
He's
the
too
fire.
powerful.
I'd like to kill him.
There we go.
No.
Thank you. I told you we wouldn't have him.
Ignore that one. Don't look at that one.
Okay.
It's just one eyeless one going. It's like Dobby from Wild Thornberries. All right. As you place the index within the central mechanism, it will whir to life. Light begins to permeate through the intricate designs and etchings on the floor and central mechanism. Unknown movement, clicking sounds, the grinding of stone. Whatever this is, it seems to be turning on. It slowly begins to rotate as the entire spire thrums to life. Ancient facilities, abandoned doorways, rooms whose purposes had long since been forgotten, now hum to life once more. And congratulations, Order and Omens. You have conquered this spire, or as it is known, the Engine of Crucibles.
That's pretty cool.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
Awesome.
I got some... Yeah, let's just play this. Bring it all the way back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alrighty, give me just a second.
Ah, shit. Someone's popular.
God, I love this fucking song.
Yeah.
Bro. Prison theme.
No, I'm getting flashbacks.
Let's go back.
Hey, can we kill him?
Alright. Let's get this party started, shall we? First, we're going to start with all these sick, nasty upgrades that you guys are going to get. Which is, well, technically, you're just unlocking it in the facility. All right, so we'll get started. First things first. This spire has. How should I go about this? Hold on, let me think for a second. I guess I'll just list them out. Yeah. First thing this has is a vessel vault.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So this has a bunch of additional vessels that, which we're gonna go into. That's a complex facility, so we'll go over that in a second. So you have a vessel
I
vault.
assume that's something that we already, seen before, though, right?
Yes and no. You've seen smaller versions of it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
Smaller?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Damn.
It is the engine.
It's a
That
bunch
is
of
true.
bodies.
Oh, there's a workforce.
Yep. Hey guys, you want to become the warden?
No,
Fuck no.
Absolutely not. I'd kill you before you try it.
the eyes narrow.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. So you have a vessel vault. You have a soul font. You have a greater soul foundry.
Oh.
It should be noted that the soul foundry has the following attachments. It has a blade works. It has a armory. It has a
Let me get a fucking sword.
what is this?
Get a, fucking,
Oh. It has an Arcanist cache. And it also has a it has a siege foundry. Jesus Christ.
Build more sieges.
Forgot how fucking stacked this place was. It was crazy.
Oh hell yeah, we got the good stuff.
All right, we already have
Now
silver.
you have 2 sieges.
Yeah.
We just need copper, gold, iron.
Don't forget brass.
Yeah, brass.
brass. Like the knuckles. So let me completely get rid of my burden. I shouldn't have any.
Here, I'll lend you some of my. Oh wait, doesn't have any burden either.
Give me a second. I'm getting some of this
No,
ready
you all
for
good,
you.
man?
Take your time.
Take your time.
Let's see, this place has a Nexus. It has an oratory. It has a council chamber.
Art amphitheater on steroids.
Yeah.
It has a barracks with founder storage. A greater stasis spire.
What's that mean?
I'll go
Probably
over
That's
it.
for
I'll go over it. Don't worry.
Okay.
And okay. Oh, and then finally it has the engine of crucibles.
Oh.
Oh, that's probably the thing below us. Holy shit, this list is already big.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I mean, I'm
Ooh.
like bandits here, dude.
dude.
I mean, I'd say
Hello,
we have
prison
to-
boys up to Tower Spire takers.
We're gonna have to use that vessel vault pretty well because I think we're gonna need a small army to protect this thing. It's kind
From
of
the-
important.
Very
From the
important,
bottom
actually.
of the barrel to the penthouse.
Oh yeah, we've definitely have just gained the capacity of probably a small army. Depends. Henarius lets us get them out.
Whichever one
Leave
still
with
has
the
souls.
finder. Go ahead.
But-
Saying go ahead. I got you off by accident.
Oh, I just said whichever one still have souls.
Yeah, true.
Not all vessels have souls.
Well, not all of them. That's how we got
know-
Axel's
Yeah,
soul.
from
He got a
Axel's
new soul,
Yeah.
literal and metaphorical.
We'll have to ask our patron
Man.
how to do things. Be like, yo, what's up?
Hey, we need some smart boys. Can you bring some up?
Hey, can we get some like super smart intellectual people, please? Maybe
All
some
right.
wizards.
This party has a cleric, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Present.
Okay.
Hi, Chrotus.
Rubs his hands together, places them against the soul fart. Open sesame.
Finally get to use first level features.
Oh yeah. Well, I've done all I can do.
If we are going to run an army, I think Yig should be the commander.
Yes.
Just because he's got way more charisma than I do.
We'll
All
head
right.
into the chamber.
Here we go. So, first thing we're going to have to go over is what the Spire's purpose is, what Henarius' plans are for, what facilities you have access to, and essentially what your tasks are going to be. As the Engine of Crucibles has been claimed and the Taladonic Spire restored, that means its Nexus has been activated, which means other Spires will also become activated and will now be available for reclamation.
Oh,
Ooh.
So, the purpose of the Engine of Crucibles, other than, well, I mean, it has a lot of duties, but the main one that Henarius is focusing on is the reclamation of the other spires and the reconnecting of all of the nexuses. So, if the reconnection of all the nexi is able to be completed, then it is the hope of Henarius that the great malfunction of the Conflux will be corrected and the phases can continue. And that is going to be the tasks that you will be tasked with, is the reclamation of these spires.
Makes sense.
So, man,
Oh.
there's a lot to go over here. All right. All right, I guess we'll get started. First up they have is the Vessel Vault. The Vessel Vault contains two important pieces of information. First, they have revivification tanks. This is your higher form of resurrection. This can resurrect past, like, curses, complete destruction. This can even repair a fateless death, although it is incredibly expensive to do so.
Damn.
They also have unbound vessels, which means that you have the ability to class change.
Oh.
Which is essentially what that means.
Oh, damn.
So, you have Revivification tanks, which allow for resurrection by the use of mana. And then you have Unbound Vessels, which allow for class changing.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing we have is the Soul Font, which is the central connection to the ley line of the life energy that flows through the entire planet of Verum, and it is one of the connecting factors of the Conflux. The use of the Soul Font has many varied... There's a lot of uses for the Soul Font, but the main one is that since you have a cleric, the cleric can commune with it, gain advantages based off of his class features, but Chrotus can also use the Soul Font to resurrect the dead, although it does take mana essence to do so. Now, the difference between... There's two different mana types, keep in mind. There's pure mana, which is mana that's stored in facilities and is just a higher amount, and then mana essences, which are like the crystallized runoff of that. Chrotus can use mana essences to resurrect a fallen comrade himself, but he cannot remove things like curse, he cannot reverse fateless death, he cannot... Basically, he can only do a normal raise dead. He can't combat things that cause permanent effects, such as a fateless death or something like that. The Revivification tanks are the resurrection spell, which is a greater form of raising, which can reverse those things, but the Revivification tanks... Hold on, let me get through it. The Revivification tanks cost mana, which is the main resource that this spire uses. What is your question?
When you say fateless death, what exactly is that referring to? Is that like...
When I said
losing
what?
your soul, or when you say fateless death?
Like what happened to Lux.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. So there are death types that exist in Conflux that are greater forms of death that can't be raised dead from. The Revivification tanks can bypass some of them, but not all of them.
Okay.
So, anyway, I lost my place. Okay, there we go. So, that's what the Revivification tanks are, and that's what the Unbound Vessels are. So, you have the ability to do a big boy resurrection, and you can class change.
Oh.
It should be kept in mind that the use of the Vessel Vault costs mana.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be different than Dust. So, you should keep that in mind.
Okay.
Understood.
Don't worry, there's going to be a lot of explanation of all the different resources that you have access to. I'm just making sure that you understand what the costs are.
Oh, yeah.
Being at a cost.
Plus, we know this information if we see a soul font out in the wild, which is unlikely, but still, we would also know that, you know, I can bring someone back, provided it's not... well, I could bring someone back, but I wouldn't be able to remove the curses or undo.
You can bring back somebody from normal death, which is like they were wounded to death or death effect, but
They were killed to death.
something like a fateless death or incineration where there's no body. You know, there's some things that you have limits that you can restore. That's your soul font. Now, it should be noted that the soul font is probably the most important. Well, normally it would be the most important facility you have. It's essentially your central force, because everything in this spire uses mana, and mana is filtered through the soul font. So the better your soul font, the more mana you have access to, because you can access more of the live stream. There's one exception, and that is that this spire has its special facility, which is the engine of crucibles, which we'll get to in a second. That's gonna take its own explanation. There's so much shit with that. So, but normally the soul font is the most important facility. So keep that in mind. If your soul font falls, you would lose the spire, because you'd lose
So we got
everything
a mini
else.
tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that so in case you are starting to think about defense, you
Okay.
realize that's your most important asset.
Okay.
Basically, if you lose the soul font, that's your flag got captured. You're done.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's that. Next is the Greater Soul Foundry. Okay. So this is basically a higher form of a soul forge. except it's a foundry, which means it has attached workshops. A foundry is just kind of like a plural form of a forge.
Mhm.
The Greater Soul Foundry is able to contain up to 5 facility slots, and 4 of them are filled. You have a Blade Works, which, even though it says blade actually makes any weapons, it's a weapon specialty workshop. This allows for a greater use of essences more effectively and can essentially make magic items a lot easier and with more potency. Armory is the same thing as the Blade Works, but for armor and shields and stuff like that. The Arcanist cache is for like wands and rods, and also staves, although it should be noted that you do not have an Ascendancy altar, which is what you need to make a Taladonic staff. So remember that there are staves, and then there are Taladonic staves.
Yes.
Taladonic staves are like just more powerful versions of regular staves.
Makes sense.
And then you have the Siege Foundry. This allows the creation of vehicles, transportation founders like stone horses, and also, as it would imply, siege engines. So this is your
Have a hot rod.
these are your major warfare production facility. Next you have is your Nexus, which is a teleportation Nexus. It connects you to the Great Nexus that all the Taladonic mages use.
Okay.
In game mechanics, this gives you access to other spires, rare locations, hidden locations, and is also what you're going to use to move to your next questing area.
Okay.
All right. Next up we have is the Oratory, which is your spell creation facility. So this allows for the creation of new spells and the discovery of Taladonic spells and other rare spell types.
Okay.
It also has some story attachments to it as well, but that's what the facility is mainly used for.
Cool.
All right. We got to have big talks about the council
talk.
chamber.
Okay.
So the council chamber is I'm thinking on how to say this.
Okay.
The council chamber is a series of connected nodes that allow for the angels of Conflux to manifest. As more angels are awakened, they would be able to awaken in any council chamber at any time, allowing for the angels to communicate with each other simultaneously. This is one of the 2 things that Henarius wanted access to. The council chamber will allow this angel to speak with other angels that are awakened. It should be noted that there are 2 angels that are currently awakened. There is Henarius, and there is Primus. But Primus, at this time, is silent and dormant. He does not answer any calls from Henarius, which is gravely concerning to the angel. It should be noted, underlined, bolded, pointed at, freaked out at,
Circle that.
you can attempt to force the connection with Primus. Doing so, however, will enter end phase content.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
you are one of the first parties to gain access to this.
Oh God.
If you do so, we will start end phase content. So, do not push that button unless you are ready.
Do not push the red button. Do not push the big red button. Okay.
Great. Old.
You can also use the council chamber to judge.
Sized.
You can also use the council chamber to judge other things as well as the story progresses, such as the movements of Primus and all kinds of things like that.
Okay.
But
That's
that's
basically a war room.
yeah, essentially. But it also has access to time to do the big boy stuff.
Ah, nice. Also, when you say when we're completely ready, is there like a recommendation?
Okay, so I'll throw it to you this way. Right now, across the board in all stream games, the max level is 5, and it will remain that until somebody initiates end phase content.
Okay.
As soon as that is initiated, the level max goes to 6. That doesn't mean you instantly gain 6, it just means you can achieve 6.
Yeah.
And then you gain access to the phase end missions, which is dealing with Primus.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So
God damn.
that's all I can really.
Damn.
That's all I can really say right now because there's a lot of spoilers and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The
All right.
question then becomes, do we press the button before somebody else in their campaign does something really stupid? And
Well, we
they
wouldn't
trigger-
have any.
Well,
we wouldn't
see,
have
here's the thing, right? And
Oh,
here's
yeah, we wouldn't know.
here's the thing that you really need to think of.
Mhm.
Eventually, now that you have access to actual information, you will start to hear of other parties, and I will tell you that there are going to be other parties that will get to this point eventually, even though you are the first to have made it. That they will get the option to initiate the endgame content. Whichever party initiates it first will have an advantage, as they will have first crack at attempting the let's call it the final dungeon, for lack of a better term. However, being that they have the first crack, that means that they have the least amount of information. They will face this incredibly difficult place, regardless of whatever level they are. And if they fail, then Primus receives a victory point, which can further ahead to the bad ending of this phase.
Oh,
So
God.
there's that to keep in mind.
So,
But however, if you succeed, then the factions that you are a part of, the ideology that you represent, and whoever the main NPC of your campaign is, will receive the benefits of that.
Do
So,
we have a main NPC?
yeah,
yeah,
Henarius.
Henarius,
Oh, right. Yeah,
our
never mind.
patron.
Yeah, Henarius. And you are also aligned with the Taladonic way, right? So if
Yeah.
you, like, for example, just so that everybody understands what I'm talking about, if you were to choose to activate end phase, right? That means if you were to succeed, the Taladoni will be considered to have been victorious in this phase, which means things would change according to their ideology and whim. But let's say Ragdar's rebellion activated it and then they succeeded, then it would go towards their side of the coin. You guys get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is probably the only real point in character and out of character where the games become slightly competitive, because whoever activates it first gets the first shot at that dungeon, but they do so if they haven't basically the sooner you do it, the sooner you can do it for someone else, but the less information you have going in, and therefore it's going to be at its most difficult. So
Okay.
I'd like to ask, would there be the opportunity to team up with other parties to take it on?
I can't answer that question at this time.
Nice.
Possibly.
On that note, would it be considered if another group has the opportunity, they go in and fail, does it count as a negative reputation for their character NPC? I.e., if we were to go in, would it be like a very bad loss for Henarius and Taladoni
If you lose,
ideology? Yeah, I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
when.
If you lose, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because your campaign would be over, and that would be a huge blow to the ideology, because each ideology only has one, maybe two parties that are working in its favor.
Yeah.
And Primus gains victory point, which means that, remember, the bad guys can win in this. The antagonist can win, and if the antagonist wins, then a bunch of other shit happens.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Okay.
Could we bring the
Anyway.
Markinids here?
I don't think they like to be in direct sunlight.
Oh. Never mind.
All right, next is the barracks. Right now, the barracks can hold approximately 600 troops. However, it has founder storage space for storage space for up to 200 founders.
What's a founder?
Founder's a construct,
Automaton.
robot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Think of the Iron Crimes, but fully mechanical.
Yes. But aren't they already technically founders?
No,
Technically, yeah.
Iron Crimes are not founders.
Okay.
Oh, they're
never
a
mind.
crime.
I thought one of them. Never mind.
Maybe that's why it's in person.
Okay, next up is the Greater Stasis Spire. This acts like a regular Stasis Spire, except you have a greater area of effect. A Stasis Spire prevents flux storms from occurring in its area. A regular Stasis Spire can cover one major building, like a spire, and maybe a few adjacent buildings, and eventually perhaps even a town if they added enough. A Greater Stasis Spire allows for the construction of a city.
Oh. Ooh. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
All right. And then finally, the engine of crucibles. Okay, so this is your main subplot for Henarius. Henarius is the engine of life. The great engines of the Conflux ship run off of mana and life energy mixed together, but the Taladoni discovered an additional use, that if they were to press life to its limit, it actually produces a more powerful essence from this struggle, which the filters can turn into primordial essence and greater. So essentially, you can literally enter the engine and face terrifying adversaries to fuel the ship.
Oh, damn.
Doing that
Oh,
and pressing yourself to your limits actually fuel the ship. Doing this can change the phase of the conflux. Completing the engine of crucibles is a 10 boss fight rush.
Oh,
That
God.
if you complete it, not only will you complete the subplot of Henarius, restoring the angel to its full strength, you will refuel the ship, which will have wide variety of effects across the board, and you will also receive rewards, riches, power-ups, and also a title.
Holy shit.
Oh, a title?
Yeah,
Can we get a sneak peek?
no.
Oh.
But I will tell you, there's one other addition, and that is specifically for you, Yig.
Oh?
Your revelation screams about the crucible, because that is where the Slayer must go.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
I should warn you. The crucible is comprised of 4 phases. Each phase is 3 enemies except the final one. You cannot long rest in a phase.
Okay.
So you have to fight 3 bosses without long resting at a time.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. You
Okay.
can short rest, you can use consumables, you can do stuff like that, but you cannot long rest.
Okay. God damn.
Yeah, so this is basically your Hollow Knight Pantheon.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man.
Man.
Normally I would tell you that you cannot attempt this yet, but you are level 5.
Oh,
So, you're at max level.
we're at the cap.
Oh boy.
Stop the cat.
You have to finish 10 more
Yeah.
high rank hunts before you can raise the cap.
You do not have enough badges to train this Pokemon.
Shit.
But we do.
Oh my god, that's a lot to process.
So there you go.
So, speaking of my Slayer stuff, was that the reward, or is there more? Did you hear me, or?
Hold on.
He's typing.
Okay.
So, your Slayer reward is your Slayer reward is the understanding that that is where your revelation wants you to go. Each phase that you break on the Slayer, each phase you conquer, gives you an additional Slayer ability.
Oh.
Oh.
I want that.
New ability per phase. That's insane.
Bro, maybe I can get my jetpack.
I want wings.
God damn.
So
Oh, even though he gets a specific extra reward because it's his revelation, completing each phase would give you an abundance of rewards as a party. So it's not just one person gets something.
Oh, wicked.
I'm saying stuff like rare items, rare essences, additional feats that you could choose from to replace your revelation stuff like that. The engine of Crucibles is meant to test you, and by being tested, you'll be made stronger.
Okay.
Strike the intrusive crucible after all and all that.
Oh,
And we
I
get
totally
level
forgot
6.
about this. There is also variable difficulty in the engine of Crucibles, meaning that you can add additional challenges, which can give you even more powerful static rewards.
Oh God.
It's just turn off nail, turn off soul, turn off all of this.
Play one-handed.
Let me just turn off charms. Let me just Oh God. Jesus Christ.
That's something we're definitely doing later down the line.
Yeah, well, we can't activate it now, but having all that information is gonna
I should mention
definitely got the blood pumping.
You can. You're level 5.
Oh.
We are level 5.
said
We
can.
we physically can do this.
Oh, damn.
Let's
We
take a
physically-
few sessions and see what we can do first.
I offer no opinion as to whether or not you should, only that you can.
Okay, so this is just available to us until we press the red button.
I will mention this one extra thing. If you enter end phase before initiating the engine of Crucibles, it will be unavailable to you.
Oh.
If you've already initiated the engine, you can finish it. But if you haven't started it by the time we enter end phase, then you can't use it.
Okay. Would there? I can assume there'd probably be a warning, maybe.
Your warning is, not really. If another party activates it, they activate it.
Okay. All right, never mind then.
I think we have enough time. I don't think.
We
be
have
able to
like
do
a good couple of, hopefully, months before.
Yeah, We'll look. Don't worry. We'll have time to do them.
Anyway,
Yeah,
in
cycle
addition
of
to
it
that,
they exist.
let's see here. The Spire currently has 8 mana inside of it.
Oh,
Okay.
is that high? Is that low?
That's pretty high. However, in order to maintain all the facilities, since there's so many powerful ones, it takes 2 mana per month to upkeep it. Now remember, this is pure mana, right? So this mana is like the equivalent of 100 mana essences. So it's a lot.
Wow.
Or the equivalent of 10,000 dust.
Oh. Yeah. We the rich ones now.
Chrotus's halo's going
No,
off
because
like
we're
crazy.
Oh, God.
10.
This just went shouting down.
So how much? So how much in dust was that? So like
10,000?
10,000?
I don't want you to think it's 1 for 1 because you can't spend 10,000 dust to just make it like that. It's the equivalent value of 10,000 dust. That doesn't mean it's equal to 10,000 dust.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an understanding because I'm writing all this down.
So it costs 20,000 dust essentially in value to maintain this spire per month.
Alright.
Good to know.
Jesus Christ. So much. My brain is gonna.
Does the spire have any way to generate mana in order to help with
Nope.
upkeep, or is it?
Not yet.
Ah,
So we essentially have roughly 4 months.
Probably.
unless we do something about it. But that's something we can.
Unfortunately, the eyeless ones consumed most of the free and latent mana essences. So you have only what the base that the spire starts with. You have all these facilities, but you'll need resources in order to fuel them. I should remind you that everything except the vessel vault uses dust or essences. The vessel vault requires mana. So in order to do a revivification, it costs 1 mana. To do a class change with the unbound vessels, that's 1 mana.
We got like 8 of that, so.
You have 8, and it costs 2 per month.
2 per month. So, how do we? I know you said like the whole boss thing, but I assume we'd have to go all the way through that, no stops. And is there any other way to like regain mana or?
So, regaining mana would be that you'd have to spend mana essences into the spire, or you'd have to go find it, reap it, and then bring it back.
Of course.
You could there's also ways to do it through the soul font, but I mean, you basically have to complete quests and story stuff in order to do that. So, mana is a precious resource that you have to go out and find. You're not going to be able to just make it as you are right now. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have facilities that can't make it, but you'll need to have those, find out what they are, discover those, stuff like that.
Of course.
But with Chrotus's Halo, we should, if it's somewhere nearby, we'll be able to find it, or it'll help us like a tracker of sorts.
Metal detector, if you will.
Magic. All right.
I suppose I should point out that the engine of Crucibles, as it fuels the Conflux, does create mana from your battles to do that. And I'd have to randomly roll it, but there is a chance you'll get some mana from that too, that you can store in the Spire. But that's a chance thing. That's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, can we get a little sneak peek to the boss rush?
No, we're not going to get anything, bro.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like...
Well, Henarius has records on the enemies that are stored in the engine.
Can I know what they are?
Well, considering the fact that the more you know about it, the less difficult it would be, and therefore the less mana you'll produce.
No.
That's not really productive for him to do that.
Fair enough.
But if you wish to know the first one, I could probably allow that one to slide.
Okay.
So that you can kind of see what you're getting into.
Alright, so what is the first one?
Are you confirming as a party that you would like to know what the first one is?
Well, there's no downside to it, so.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Well,
He did state the more we know, the less mana we generate.
What I meant by that was
I'd rather just
Henarius.
know
Henarius would allow you to see it because he thinks that the mana loss would be worth you having at least an understanding of what you'd be getting yourself into.
Yeah.
I answered that as Henarius, not me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could always decide on it later. If we decided to go in, then we can also be like, should we take the opportunity to learn about it? Because that option is still on the table.
I wanna know like how much we should be like elevate, like how much we.
Oh,
actually,
we're gonna need to prepare. So.
Yeah, like how much preparation we actually need beforehand. So like I'd like the.
I mean, we're not gonna take this
up.
right away, so we're gonna have.
I mean,
some time.
obviously, but I just like the heads up so that.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
So.
I await the party's decision. Would you like to know or not?
Not right now.
I want to know.
No.
No.
As you wish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a party decision. So, not right now. But still on the table.
Turns out the first opponent is God himself.
Which one?
All of them.
As long as I can bitch that Babylon, I'll be happy with that.
Well, no.
Babylon will remember this.
Could we send something to kill someone for us? Just as a question.
I mean, if you had something, like if you had a person that would do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
We can build the city and the army first, and then you can have them be your errand boys, maybe.
Okay. I just wondering.
Will it cost anything to bring me, Yeet or Calvin back?
No, because you have a soul font. Oh, and you are awarded 3,000 dust.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Is that for each of us or just one?
As a party.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting that
Nice.
on. I'm putting that on the spire list.
That's from all
each
the
get
looting that you
600.
guys did. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we each get 600.
So I'm just putting it on the spire list for.
And this is capital D dust, so technically, if any of us wanted to, we could, just get wasted on the
Don't
rooftops.
No.
Don't tempt me.
No! Stop! No!
Hey,
I
you
know
don't
lots of restoration. I can cast Revivify. I think would be
No.
okay.
No.
Yeah,
You
even-
can't revivify anybody that doesn't have a soul anymore, because you don't know what happens.
Man.
Cowards, a
Oh,
lot
man.
of you.
Please no.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
guys,
no,
a
fuck
lot
you.
of
So should I
Isn't-
should I just label this an SP or?
I could really use that joint right about now.
Well, right now I put it under the dock as just 3,000 as the party fund for right now, because it's best. Unless you wanted to use it for something specific, it's just best to keep it all as a party right now. Instead
Plus, technically, we don't know that dust can be used as a currency. We've only dealt with coin before in Conflux.
You're right.
yeah, that's actually.
You just know it's worth something.
Wow.
Well, we hope that it's worth something because we have a fuck ton of it.
Well, yeah, we know that we know
wait,
that
we do
essence.
know
We know that essence is worth something. Mana essence is worth a lot, and if it's worth this much dust, then we know that dust is worth something.
Okay.
We just don't
Yeah, that's
know what
right.
the application is in character. yet.
Henarius would have told us as well.
Probably if we asked him what the hell dust was.
Speaking of a crap ton of shit, don't know why I said it like that.
Fuck,
Would there
Thomas.
be anything left behind by the eyeless corpses as we scour the tower?
No.
Oh, okay.
any Icor?
No.
Oh, okay.
Any
Just
Icor
soaked it up
sorters
on the
in
way
chat?
out.
Any slurpers?
After the experience of having one hunt us down because we had Icor on our weapon,
Sorry
it
again.
might be a good thing that there's no Icor left over.
I mean, good.
Yeah, I mean they probably already have a record of some of the eyeless ones that they've dealt with that we
Oh,
can
yeah.
now have access to. It's just we weren't able to get any access to it during the fights because of the connection issue.
Well, I think you remember in session 15 where Henarius did that thing with your eyes, showing you a bit of your revelation.
Yeah.
He could probably do that and take the information from our brains, but that's just a thought.
He also downloaded Taladoni into our brains when we were in the pods.
True.
Nice.
I can read. I can fight.
This is where we found out that half the Taladoni writings on the walls are just going to be the equivalent of live, laugh, love.
No bitches?
Laugh.
Yeah, it's just graffiti and shit posting.
Mana?
No.
Just a Taladoni of shit posting each other.
Wow.
Boris was here.
Taladon gets no bitches.
So, question. Long rest?
Yeah,
Probably. Preferably. Assumedly.
I would.
I mean, I would.
Before
we just
do,
fought it
should
off. We're
we-
exhausted.
Yeah,
Before we long
I
rest,
would
we should
also
probably...
close the front door as well, just to make sure we don't, get anyone seeing the tower now, clear of Violus, and just think like, "Ooh, mine."
Probably a good idea. So, any
I'm alive.
roleplay that you want to do, Arcadum, for us getting revived?
I mean, yeah.
Chrotus places each of your bodies next to the soul font and simply coaxes your traveler souls from the live stream back into your bodies. If you want to roleplay that out, that's fine.
Oh, Storatia.
Ow.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Calvin will sit back up, look you dead in the eyes, and go, "Son of a bitches. You fucking did it, didn't you?"
Actually, no, this is hell. I tried to save you, but unfortunately, it's didn't go out too well.
Oh, good. Gaslighting.
Shut the fuck up.
Um,
We won.
I guess since I'm back. Yeah, you all won, I guess.
We all won. You're part of the scoop now too.
Oh, great.
Which, by the way, I assume you have some questions about what the fuck is going on, because I certainly still have some questions of my own.
Yeah. I mean, being dead for who knows how long, getting brought back, and then dying barely a week being back alive. Yeah, I think I have questions.
Oh. Right. We'll start from the beginning, but I warn you, it's gonna be... You're gonna sound like we're off our tits here, so suspension of disbelief would be good.
Well, I already know
Sorry.
that one is.
Yeah.
Before
We
we go
believe that
into-
he's an actual orc, so I'd be best to let him explain. He took over for some reason.
Me?
Go ahead, Calvin.
What me to explain? Oh, second, please. I actually really don't know what's going on anymore. I kind of lost track after we, died in the evil storm. That you can see that storm, Axel. Can't you remember that?
What?
We died in that.
What's storm?
The one that you led us through to get here.
What? I think
Your
you have me
prowess is-
confused with somebody else.
Axel, your prowess as a ranger seems to have made it easier for us to avoid these storms that he had mentioned. But yes, a storm did literally turn them inside out.
Oh, great.
So
Ugh.
that's the beginning. There's those things that are around, because oh my god,
You know, I could tell that... I was gonna say.
how's about we take a little break? We'll get ourselves some food, maybe some drink, and then we'll think about it.
All right,
Sounds like a good idea.
but I'm for sure owed some answers.
You'll get
course.
them.
You
We've
will.
dealt with the biggest threat here. We have the spire. We have the time.
So, is there any food and water in the tower, or would we need to scour that? Because I can cast food and water if we need to.
So, regular amenities are provided magically, so there's food, water, and accommodations for each of you.
Nice.
God.
Excellent.
Nice. Hmm.
If
Yeah.
anything, Axel, if you have any specific questions, we best answer them first, because I'm sure as we go along, you'll get more questions that'll come up.
Alright. Well, first off, I'm no genius, but I'm not dumb, and I can tell that whatever the heck I popped out of is not normal. At least, not my normal. And, well, is that how you all came to be here?
No, we actually all woke up in prison, bound and gagged,
Oh,
in
wonderful.
bodies that
Not
didn't
in a
belong
fun
to
way.
us. You definitely had a more hospitable awakening.
I guess.
We spent 2 months in prison before we were able to find a way to escape, gather equipment, and make our way through the sewers.
Huh.
So yes, I would say you started off a lot more accommodated.
While we started out that way, we went around to try and find some answers. We had an old friend. He's no longer with us.
Well, I'm
He
sorry.
happened
to. hear
to. Yeah, about him. He's a good guy. But the more we looked into it, the more we tried to find out more about ourselves, the more questions we were asked, and the more mysterious this place got. Old Yig over here, apparently his old body, or his body that he's in right now, that his soul's in. Okay. Imagine this.
Yeah.
You got yourself a sheath for a sword.
Yeah.
Now, what if you were... Usually the sheath is made for a sword, a specific sword, right?
Yeah.
What if you were able to take a different sword and put it in the sheath, and it fits? Make sense?
I see.
Aye. See, our souls, where we used to be from, like, I was from fucking Cow, and a sailor beforehand. That is one sword. That's a soul. It's in the sheath that is this body. But whoever I was beforehand, his name... what was his fucking name again?
Licky shell or something weird.
Yeah, Ricky Shell. That's right. Whoever the original sword was in here, no longer around. Don't know why. Make a little
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, this ley line in this flats, this world that we're in, it's really messed up magically. And so, something happened that switched out the swords and the sheaths.
I see.
Henarius, you know, the kind angel guy, has tasked us in trying to figure out how to work on fixing it.
Yes.
I don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but maybe the others can elaborate. Is there anything that we missed when we were gone?
Sashiv.
Well, we know his greater purpose now is if we can do what we did here, reconnecting the spires. That will definitely give us more of an edge. We have many things available to us that we did not have before. And we prime to use as many of them as we can in order to accomplish it. With each phase we go stronger. And we can deal with the threats as they come.
See.
Great. Any more questions? I'm sure you got more.
Before you say anything, this entire continent, it's technically a ship.
Oh. Great.
I don't understand it either. All I just know is that apparently this is all artificial, created by Taladoni. For what purpose? I'm still not 100% sure on.
Taladon. Huh.
I remember.
Here, I have an idea. Calvin's gonna walk to the edge of the spire and look over the edge.
Okay, you see the ground.
I'm looking around at the land. Does it have any kind of pattern to it? You know, like the landscape, the surrounding area?
It has the strange, off-putting symmetry that I've mentioned several times before. You were in the Riverlands, and you were also on the northern coast. Or I guess
I'll point that out.
northwestern coast. But
So check this out, Axel. If you look over on the horizon, you can see there's an odd kind of symmetry to things. Land doesn't look like that. It looks very mashed up usually. So it's not just the buildings and stuff that all looks symmetrical. It's literally the land itself. That's kind of how we know that it's not real.
Axel will turn to Sashiv. Is he talking by himself? I mean, he just walked all the way over there.
Yes, but
Let's humor
it's-
him and say okay.
Alright. Okay!
Hey, now
Axel.
you know what I'm talking about!
Axel, when I communed with Henarius for the first time, he awakened some of my body's previous memories, and I do remember before any of this even existed. Imagine almost an endless, flat, metal creation. No life, no earth, or simply just a flat nothingness. And then, using their technologies, were able to make it flourish. Symmetrical as it is, it did happen. This is not a this is not a natural occurrence. This is a man-made continent.
Man-made.
The Taladoni have strange. I can't say I understand how it works. Can't
Yeah.
even say that I want to.
I can't say I do either. I mean, I've heard, in my lifetime, I've heard bits and rumors, mainly that they were amazing practitioners of the magics, but to create a whole continent? Oh my.
If to make it feel any better, they are experienced. Apparently, they have done it 246 separate times.
What?
Ooh.
Where?
Remember that fancy stick that we had? Hey, Calvin reaches in around himself. Hey, where's the fucking index, guys?
It is now
Plugged it in.
inside of the. It is now here in the Foundry.
Good, good.
Mission accomplished. Oh boy, you stand down.
You had me nervous there for a second.
Uh,
Remember that stick that we had?
No.
It was able to show us things, kind of in the sky. It was quite weird. Hey, Henarius. I try to call out to the index.
alright, hold on.
Work on my accent. It's not good today.
It's probably just an off color.
You keep trying it. That's how you get better with it.
I'm gonna do some practice before the game.
Oh. There he is again.
Hello again, Henarius.
This one has heard the call.
We have completed your mission, it seems.
Yes, the first of many iterations.
Good to know. How are things looking in this spire here? The kind of area. Now that you have a connection.
Processing still underway. Connection seems to be sound. Many node points are silenced. Nexus is silenced. Council chambers concurrent with suspicion. Angels offline. Exception. Rogue Angel Primus.
How many more do we need to put online?
Preferably all of them. Minimum capacity for the production of Conflux to continue. 3 additional angels must be awakened. Excuse me, 2. 2.
2.
And what are the other? I know this. What are the other angels? I don't fully understand what you even are.
Analyzing inquiry.
He's the newest one, remember. We learned where the angels were from a different index.
Oh.
Where are they again?
If I remember rightly, it was Terracor, the Stars of Gaze, Aze, Terra Blazed, Olivia, the Water Wheel, Vicinica, the Cyclospheres, and Primus, the Primordial.
Oh.
That's correct.
If possible, Henarius, since when we were first awoken from the pods, we had a pressing mission to take care of, and our recently awakened friend here seems to be more unaware than we are. If there's anything you could provide for answers for him, or for her, that would be much appreciated.
Are you not capable of providing information yourself?
We are,
You know,
but
it
if we get
extensively.
anything wrong, we know if...
Inefficiency detected. The allowance of this preponderance of lack of knowledge for one of your companions is perplexing. Why have you allowed this to occur if you have the means to correct it?
We are attempting to correct it now. We're asking if you'd be able to fill in the blanks or correct us if we make an error.
And we've been busy with the tower.
Henarius
So
is
humans have this.
Henarius is not capable of throwing you shade, but he is throwing you shade.
You
Oh,
know,
no,
if
we
I
can
were
tell.
you, I wouldn't be taking a shit.
Henarius, sorry to interrupt you, but there's this thing that humans do. It's called doubt. Because generally humans don't trust each other.
Affirmative. Updating. Suggestion. Stop.
It's not more so that
There
I'm
you go, Axel.
doubting your words. Well, okay, maybe yours, but yeah, it's more so that I just lack the information because obviously you have all been through something. That's obvious, and have a greater understanding of. Well, she gestures.
Current
around.
conversation is taking up valuable processing time. Suggestion. Move on.
All right.
You will.
I mean, we'll
Facepalm.
have time. So we probably need to get started on getting this place up.
He doesn't wait for you to figure that out and explain it to yourself and everyone else.
Yeah, he's off to do busy things. Now that he's got access to this whole spire, he's probably cooking up a lot of plans here.
So, any other questions then?
I guess not for now. I'll probably do some research of my own later on if I can.
Well, convene with me if you need any answers. I've seen my fair share of things around here.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a library around here. You know, a place where
They
they
would.
store information, other than Henarius, because Henarius
Potentially.
is going to be busy with a lot of things to do. Hopefully he doesn't, well, you know, rattle the bee's nest.
If anyone isn't, it's going. If anyone's not going to do that, it's going to be him. Leave him to his business. Let's not poke around anything we don't understand until he's finished.
True.
Alright. I'll turn around and notice that Yig is gone. Wait,
Alright.
where'd Yig go?
Yig, what are you doing?
I was just gonna go check on the, you know, the Voidka stuff.
Ho ho! Oh boy.
What good
This
time?
would be while they were talking.
Yeah.
Suggestion. Stop.
Suggestion: stop being bitch made.
Somehow.
I mean, look, guys, you basically just asked me, hey, can you explain everything that he should know but doesn't because we don't want to be wrong? No. Don't be wrong and do it yourself. Like,
I mean,
Well, the thing is we're not wrong.
we
but
have.
How do you explain
we
to
have,
him?
but we it's like sorry, this is exactly what's going on and how you should understand it. I don't believe you.
Simple, just tell it as a story from the beginning. I don't know.
We did. Ironically
You
enough,
did.
we
That's
did.
X to doubt.
everybody's like, oh man, he's kind of a dick. Yeah, well, maybe he doesn't want to sit there and have to be questioned by a fucking random ranger.
Yeah.
Don't understand what's happening? Grab a Snickers.
God. Uh,
All right. Well, you're a little bit ahead of everyone else, Yig, but as you get down here, so the three great crystals of the substances, such as Voidka and otherwise, are flowing with all of this energy focused in the center. This device, amongst everything else, is essentially your storage container for your mana, which is currently at 8.
Damn.
This is what it looks like when it's being stored.
Okay. All right.
You also see that something is happening to it. It seems to be slowly forming into a singular pillar of mana.
Oh.
What does that look like?
It's like a kind of like a white, like imagine a white marble Roman Pantheon pillar, but it's made of smoke and lightning.
Oh,
That's what it looks
Oh.
like.
damn. If I can I try to just like look more into that? Just, I don't know. Just,
I mean, you see what you see. It's mana.
Yeah, it's just general curiosity.
it's-
I'm just
it's
trying to
magic.
get knowledge off of it.
It's magic with no purpose. It's pure energy.
All right.
Normally, it'd be dangerous to be that close to it, but it's being stored properly.
Okay.
Well, while we're doing that, I'd probably get like a safe distance away, and I would try to. Fuck it. I will cast Sending.
To who?
Oh, I should remember to press that. The chief said that he was alive, or would be, so I'll try Marakar. 25 words. Marakar. Respond if you're safe, or and able to. Release Henarius. Where are you?
Okay.
I heard someone bang their head against the table.
There is no response.
Okay. Chrotus will probably keep that to himself for now, but good to know. Right, I'm just going to go down to the next round and let them do whatever they want to the Voidka.
I was just gonna stare at the Voidka for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that.
Lean over
Yeah.
to Yig and go, damn, that's kind of pretty.
He won't respond, but he'll keep looking at it. Kind of like he agrees, but no. He's not saying anything.
Axel, Chrotus, you mentioned that they had you saw that there was an armory down, or you were able to procure the potions.
Oh yeah, there was.
That's
Oh,
what I
Are
wanted
you
to-
thinking about getting an upgrade to that mace?
Ah, actually, and she'll hand it back to you. I was thinking of getting something else, but I had made best use of what you gave me. Thank you.
Pleasure. You saved our asses down there a good few times now, so only fair.
So I guess it's looting time then.
It's
Oh,
not
sure.
looting; it's our facility.
True.
After a short while,
Robbing
I'll
ourselves.
Pet Yig on the back and go, see you downstairs.
He'll nod.
Do anything else, Ig?
No, he's just gonna take a breath in, exhale, and just head back off with everyone else.
All right. So this map is being reconstructed by the mapmaker team to be not eyelist up and with all your new facilities. So what do you want to do?
Oh, it was just like a character stuff. That was it.
Yeah, no, I was talking to everyone else.
Oh,
I just kind of want to see what Sashiv is interested to see what kind of smithing facilities that they have with the weapons, because she used to be a blacksmith and she just wants to see what she has to work with if she wants to make her own weapons or what they have available, since theirs are clearly more advanced than what she's worked with.
Well, the blade works as a blade works. It's fully automated. There's mechanae that is creating weapons and have stored them in several places all along the facility. You see any weapon you'd like.
Is there a way for me to restore the watchful node?
If you've got the essence for it. Do you have any essence?
We do not have any essence.
There's your sign.
Okay.
I guess can we check the storages in case we missed anything?
I've already given you what you
What are you
looted.
giving us?
yeah,
No more loot. We got what we got.
got what we need.
Are we able to get some of the stuff that we would have lost whenever the tent was ambushed, like Calvin's convalescence kit?
I was thinking
Or would
the
that
same.
require mana essences? I mean,
What are you trying to do?
we would have lost everything with the exception of what we had on us whenever we failed our initial assault, tried to get a long rest, and then got ambushed by an eyeless. Calvin lost a convalescence kit as part of that. Would we be able to scrounge around to spare one?
Nope.
I don't think I can make one as well, because I don't understand how it works.
No.
Maybe once Henarius is cooled off from his sass, we can ask him if he'd be able to, elaborate on that.
Didn't you guys have like personal stuff you wanted to do, or like?
Mike, wait till the end of the day. need a long rest afterwards, so
Fair enough.
Eh.
Check the armory for any spare arrows.
That would be in the blade works, and there's plenty of arrows. Like, there's plenty of mundane equipment,
Mundane stuff.
like weapons and armor. You can find anything like that.
I'd like to take a couple of javelins.
Okay.
All right.
oh, true.
I'd like to stock up on arrows, so I'm back to 20.
Yep.
Something-
Just kind of
Same with bolts.
basic stuff.
Something that you notice that as you take these items, they are instantly replaced by automated workshop systems.
Okay.
Nifty.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty.
Maybe able to get half plate?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, more than 17 AC now. Nice.
Nice. How much is that?
The shield, that makes it 19 total.
Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Anything else I want? Just a bedroll or anything. Yeah. Mundane stuff, I'm just gonna add it to my inventory.
I assume we'll be able to get, like, rations,
Oh yeah.
and travel kits, stuff
Yeah, I'll
like that.
grab a breastplate.
Yeah, those are provided.
Okay. Is that referring to the things that I'm listing, or?
Rations, traveling kits, things like that.
Okay.
Now, you said that the blade work was able to create magic weapons. Are there any pre-made, or is it only making mundane stuff?
Mundane stuff is free. Magic is not. Takes
Understood.
essence. Takes essence and dust.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Right. If no one else has got something, I would like to try the oratory.
Yep. What do you want to do in the oratory?
I want to see about possibly creating a spell.
Cool. You got any essence or dust?
No, oh, got dust, but no essence. Out of curiosity, would we know how to get essence?
Yes, he explained it.
So,
No, I mean like in character.
Oh.
But point taken.
well, in character, Henarius provides this information to you. So essence has to be reaped from enemies. It has to be found naturally through the world. You can also create it by trying to commune with the life stream, stuff like that. You can use the filters. Also, the engine of Crucibles creates it upon completion of phase and enemy challenges. If you want to get essence, mana, and dust, you will either need to hire individuals and start building your city around your spire in order to provide you those resources, which you'll need to do that by, well, recruiting people to your cause. Or you could try just adventuring. Because you have access to the Nexus, which is the next major thing you should probably investigate with the session time, gives you access to lots of locations, hidden or otherwise, that has who knows what kind of secrets. That's where you get your quests.
Oh, hey! Oh,
happened?
actually got quests.
And you
Would
said
be
we
able to
can
do
use,
my side quests.
depends on if there's anything that could teleport us to those places or take us there.
Yeah, that's the
Those
Nexus.
nearby.
That's what the Nexus is.
Oh, nice.
I guess
And you
to the
said
next-
that most of these things require essence or dust, or essence and dust.
Both.
Okay.
I assume that means that the Nexus requires us to have those to actually use it.
Negative. The Nexus does not require dust or mana, well, most of the time, to travel to the places that are connected.
Okay. So,
What places
Maybe
are
it's-
connected?
All right. Before we get to that, let me ask you guys this. So, this is basically your two major choices that you have here, because Henarius wants to be clear, Henarius's endgame, like what he wants to do, right? For you to, your main quest line is to seek other angels and activate them, and slash or activate Primus. All right, that's what Henarius wants. How you get to there is up to you. Henarius is not a unreasonable being, and therefore is understandable that you have a facility to run, you've got things to pay for, and you need to become stronger. That's perfectly fine. However, there's two major ways you can do this. You can do it by hard adventuring, which is using the Nexus to go to strange and mystical places and conquering them and bringing back their spoils to your spire. Included in that can also be attempts to reawaken angels. Or you can attempt city building, which is you can recruit people for your barracks, things like mayors, regents, things like that, to attract people to come to your greater stasis spire to simply build up homes. And if you choose, and once you build your town hall, which is the first thing you need to do in order to actually have access to city building, then you can also spend mana to build the city, which is instantaneous building.
I think we should do that with the prisoners. Talking to the other guys.
It's completely up to you guys. I just need to know what you plan to do.
Yep, I'm talking about.
Well, actually, I should probably list out where you can go on the Nexus first. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, get out your note-taking hands.
Yep.
1 second.
Also, if I can, is it and just after this, is it fine if I learn about the Judgment Tower or
The what?
the Judgment Tower? You know, the other place, my armor.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? It's in our notes.
Lord Oron's.
It's
No,
not
the other
Lord
guys.
Oron's, it's myself related.
Essentially, it was a location that you told us about that would increase his revelation synergy or whatever by getting his armor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Lord Terratex's estate, the Tower of Judgment.
Tower of Judgment. That is, I believe that's connectable to the Nexus.
No.
So you should be able to access that. Hold on, let me go through my Nexus list here. All right. How are we going to do this? Nope, not that one.
I'm just saying I'd like to learn more about it if they have information on it here.
Well, I'm going to reveal a lot of stuff. Hold on. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Ah, here it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so hold on. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so there's lots of connections that you have to the Nexus right now. So get ready to write these down.
Yep.
The first is... Oh, God. Oh, hold on. First up is Puergo. Puergo, the Holy Fire Spire, which is a spire erected to destroy demons.
Oh.
The next is a partial connection. There seems to be a spire that has been built in the Ashen Wastes. It is listed as the Black Falls. Next is the Coven of Sin. Next is Laboratory Z05.
What was the last digit?
Z05.
Got it.
Next is a hidden place, unstable connection. It is a vessel, designation protector class, Lamenta Ultimatus.
How do I spell that?
What does that mean?
How do I spell that?
Lamenta Ultimatus is spelt LAMENTA-ULTIMATUS.
Got it.
Should be noted that that has an unstable connection. What that means is that you cannot return once you go through.
Okay.
At least through the portal.
Fair enough. Excuse me.
I'm writing it down in the doc.
Zoom tight.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's double checking it or double writing it down, and
Yeah, I'm just making sure I got everything written down.
so we'll have 2 copies of it. Good.
Yeah.
So 5 locations so far?
Hold on, there's more. I'm just reading through them.
Well, technically 6.
Well,
How
actually,
many are there in total? Let's go find out.
The Dead Shaft.
sounds like a fun time.
Let's
Little
crack
see
open
how
a
this
cold,
will keep
cold
going.
one with the boys.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on. Gotta read something here. I'm basically updating this list on all the other storyline stuff, so it's taking me a second.
Okay.
Because I have to catch you up in the timeline.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can I get my level 4 stuff?
As a rule of thumb, asking me for other shit while I'm giving you other shit is not
I'm
helpful.
Joking. I'm joking. It was ironic.
Next is Melantharius's Grace, Inquisitor Fortress.
Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Malonfarius was the one who ordered the
Yeah, he's
the
one.
culling of magical races in Conflux, right?
Yeah, he's one of the council.
Unstable connection. Sphere of Vicinica. This is marked as high priority.
No.
Yeah, it's a familiar name.
It's an
And
angel.
It's the yep. Cycle of Spheres Administration.
Inquisitors what?
Inquisitor's Fortress.
Fortress.
And then finally, oh man. Fuck. And there's one final place the Nexus can take you to, and that is this is a unpowered connection, meaning you will need to spend 2 mana to activate it. But it will take you to the Astral Sphere.
What the hell is that?
I think that's everything.
That's everything.
Okay.
Oh, and the Tower of Judgment. I forgot about the Tower of Judgment. That's in regular connections.
Just putting that in.
What does a partial connection entail?
A partial connection means it needs to be activated on the other side.
Fair enough. We got
Thanks.
teleportation. Oh man. This is a lot of brain stuff.
So to review, you can recruit and city build. You can choose one of these many options to research and then complete, if you wish, of these places you can go in the Nexus. You can attempt the Engine of Crucibles, or you can, at any point, activate the end phase for Primus.
Okay. Sounds good.
After getting all this information, Sashiv would look to everyone. It's like, well, we have all these. We have way more than we've ever had available to us, but now that we finally have a base of operations, security is probably going to be our highest priority. If we lose our soul font, then we won't have a place to come back to.
Yeah.
Of course.
I concur.
These places will
After
still
all-
be available, hopefully, when that's finished. But until we've secured this area, we can't say that we can leave it unmanned, can we?
So
is true.
Recruiting people then? Building an army?
Looks like we're gonna make this spire not a house, but a home.
Remember, you can talk to Henarius about anything you want as well. The processing of the spire is finished now.
I'm just afraid that I'll get bullied.
What?
I'm
Oh,
just afraid that I'll get bullied, man.
that's fair. He is kind of a dick.
Yeah, just
I
a
re-
little
Question
bit.
for him.
I'm afraid I'll get bullied. Our boss is not very nice.
Sashiv still remembers him scoff. Literally, the first time that he ever showed emotion, he scoffed at us, me, for referring to something as a deity.
Oh, what a fucking dick.
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
That feel when Egg finally realizes I finally have my own God, what's his name? Now I forgot. The gorgeous, beautiful, perilous, amazing Zote. I've got my own
Zote.
Figure it out, idiot. Alright.
Oh, he
Can we put
cornered
him
us at the
back to sleep?
stairs.
This one
Alright,
has
guys, can we
been
put him back to
summoned.
sleep, please?
Guys,
Aye.
back up.
According to your calculations, how many people would we need to defend this place?
Spire is defended.
How so?
Henarius points to itself.
Understood.
Point taken.
I feel like
Additional
there's no way
security
something else
is-
can work.
Additional security could be accrued. Barracks currently contain 600 slots for organic life forms, 200 for founders.
What do
simply
these
call-
founders do? Do they just basically work as organic life forms without the need to eat and shit, or do they have special utility?
Why have you answered the question you've asked me?
This guy.
Inefficiency detected. Suggestion: stop.
Okay, so he doesn't understand sarcasm. That's fairly good to know.
Negative. This one understands sarcasm. Chooses not to waste its time.
Can't
How
see
would we
why he wouldn't do
construct any
that.
founders?
Looks like he's getting defensive.
Nice guys. How would we
Error.
construct any founders?
Inquiry unfounded. This one's defenses are very potent.
So you're saying you don't... While it would be preferable that we had them, you don't need them? The additional securities? You've got it handled then?
Negative. Inquiry was, as stated, what would be required to defend the spire? Answer: Spire is defended.
Fair enough. We simply came to the conclusion
I should
that-
remind you, angels are literal.
True.
Yeah.
We simply thought it over, and before we start making use of this Nexus you've made available to us, that we maybe take the time to gather like-minded individuals that can assist us in defending the tower when we are away, and perhaps build more of a sort of infrastructure of our own.
Henarius does not respond, as that was not a question.
It wasn't a question. She was simply making their stance on the idea known.
Additional
Henarius doesn't care.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Why have you summoned this one? I'm sorry. He's such a dick.
He's such an asshole. Fuck this guy.
Question. How does one create founders?
Henarius will give a visible sigh of relief. Finally, a useful question that it can answer. Founders are producible by the use of mana, essence, dust, and raw materials. Parameter: facility. Acquired. Parameter. Resources. Partially acquired. Parameter. Golemmancer. Missing.
How do we
And
find
what
that?
is that?
Golemmancer. Definition. A practitioner of arcane and magical arts that allows the induction of founders and other constructs, providing autonomy and individualistic use.
Understood. Thank you. Any other questions, boys?
I have one.
Thanks detected. Thanks detected. Politeness protocol engaged. You are welcome.
I also have a question.
I
These
asked one before.
unstable connections. Oh, you can go first.
I asked one, but
What'd you ask?
I asked how do we get one?
Inquiry.
Golemmancer?
How to get a Golemmancer. Answer. Find one.
Okay.
How do we find it?
Answer. Your senses.
Probably
It's a-
doesn't have an update on where everything is right now.
I mean, it's
Scanning for Golemmancer locations. Golemmancer locations detected.
oh,
Golemmancer located in Oasis. Golemmancer located in Ardent Amphitheater. Golemmancer indicated located in Verdant Amphitheater. Golemmancer located in Blackfall Spire. Golemmancer indicated located in Error.
oh,
Error. Error. Name unallowed.
oh.
Well, we know at least one of those names. I have two questions for you then.
Awaiting.
Is there a way to repair an unstable connection? And if there is a way, how would we do it?
Analyzing inquiry. Inquiry analyzed. Unstable connections in the Nexus are usually a result of one or both of the connecting circi destroyed or disabled. The reinvigoration and restoration of the damage to the teleportation nexus and the emitting circles would be required. Example, if you are able to go to one side but cannot return, that is indicative that the receiving circle has been damaged. Repairs must be provided. Once repairs are provided, the nexus will reset the mana connection.
Understood.
Warning.
Thank you.
Warning. There is a small, nearly indefinite chance that the restoration of an unstable portal may cause an astral malfunction.
Oh.
Have no fear, Organic. The percentage chance is 001.
And how bad would that be?
Analysis. Not good.
Noted.
Analyzing example. Producing audio example.
Yeah, that's very vivid. I can imagine it.
Understandable.
The second question is about
Oh, he answered both.
great. Question, Henarius. Would there be any sort of tomes or books that may help with remembering this process? You know, training manuals or anything that
Yes.
can be contained in this area. Where would they be located?
Where they can be found.
I shall go and find them then.
Error. Correction. There are none here.
That's what I was trying to ask. My apologies.
Apologies detected. Initializing politeness protocol. It's okay.
Now that you've done all of your preparations on the spire, is it possible for us to take the index with us when we go again, or would it be preferable to keep it here?
A copy of the index can be provided. for instantaneous and convenient communication between organic life forms and Henarius, engine of life.
That would be wonderful. Could you provide us with them?
Yes.
Excellent. You were... Oh,
I had
go
a
ahead.
question. It's not along this line of string of questions we've been having for the Spire, but mostly, I guess, how did you know my name? When I first awoken, you said my name, or, yeah, my name, basically.
Inquiry. How did Henarius, engine of life, know the name of Axel, recipient? Answer. The name tag.
Oh.
But your name was Axel before, and now your vessel's name was Axel?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
Luck of the draw?
Coincidence detected. Analyzing chaos mathematical properties. Analysis. Nice.
Huh.
I have one last question for you. When you shared some of the memories that my vessel had, would it be possible that you could share some of the others with their own? Only 2 of them know anything about their bodies, but having a little bit of insight may give them clues on what their function was since they were on Conflux in the first place.
Synergistic connection with one's vessel can be interfered with. The process is dangerous. Henarius, engine of life, provided that to recipient Sashiv due to the dire circumstances of situation. However, now that Spire has been conquered, it is not a suggested form of path. Suggestion. Find the way yourself. Introspection should and could be found within. Efficiency suggestion. Let me in your brain.
You will open up his head.
Is it taking out the helmet? Face
No.
reveal?
No,
Aw.
figuratively.
Honestly,
To be clear, that was Henarius' attempt at a joke. It was not very good.
It was not a very funny joke.
Oh,
He
no
sees
need
them
to
all
tell
with
us.
blank
that.
faces.
Calvin's
Henarius would find the brain damage you received from him rummaging around in there hilarious because he is an angel.
Calvin's chuckling under his breath.
That was funny, yeah.
He just kind of gives like, he just kind of gives
Question,
like a lazy
Henarius.
sigh.
I lost my convalescence kit. If I were able to get you some essence, would you be able to make me a new one?
Unnecessary. He makes one for you.
Wait, what did he
Thank
make?
you.
Oh.
Thanks detected. Politeness protocols engaged. You're welcome.
Any other questions, boys?
Error.
Nice.
Error. Error. Pronoun usage incorrect.
Ugh.
I did say
one
lassies,
last-
you interrupted me.
I have one last question. Is there any information you have on the Judgment Tower that I can read on?
Analyzing request. Affirmative.
Do you have any information on Photo Run?
Negative. Documents classified. Domain of another angel.
Okay.
Oh.
Which angel?
Vicinica.
Ooh.
Well, he said the best way is to look in oneself. I guess meditation's an option. But it's been a long day, I'm gonna say. I mean, being dead, being alive for less than a week, and then being dead again is, I'm gonna be honest, very tiring. So, I'm gonna go retreat to wherever our rooms are.
Also out
I'm
of
gonna go
character. Can I
literally
get,
sleep like the dead.
Yeah.
also out of character. Can I get some like printed copies of like just the printed copies?
The printed copies of what?
You know, the Tower of Judgment.
Oh, you would like him to make parchment and write it down for you?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Inefficiency detected. Suggestion: let me in your brain.
Okay.
That one was a good one.
Yeah, if he's making us, if he's making
Puts
us new
finger
indexes-
puts finger in head.
Get out of my head, man.
Hey guys, I want to learn the. Why can't I just read? Inefficient. No, God.
If he's giving us new indexes, then or
One.
even one in
One
yeah.
new
If he's
index.
if he's giving
Yeah,
us a new index, then he Sashiv would give it to Yig so we can look over the files. So yeah, he should. Be able
Okay,
to read
so
up
yeah,
on it.
what? All right, so
Is
there's.
he actually going in my brain or is that
No,
just
no,
about
no,
the
no. I was
show?
just fucking with you.
Okay.
The index basically has his knowledge acquired to it. So as you go on these missions, you can consult the index, and it can reveal information about the area. But
Okay.
it isn't absolute. And remember, it is still lagged in its updates because things happen that Henarius doesn't have access to. So there's that to keep in mind. The Tower of Judgment, though, is supposed to be a central point of basically... Tower of Judgment was one of the 3 prefectures of law that the Scions used. Basically, non-Taladonic laws were being passed and enforced. And the Tower of Judgment was where prisoners would be tried and sometimes executed or imprisoned beneath the tower. That's what the tower is.
Okay.
However, the knights that would enforce those laws were rumored to wear stone armor. And it is likely that that is where you will find what you're seeking, is in the tower.
Okay. All right.
The current update will mark that the tower is infested with cannibals.
Cannibals?
Yeah.
How
In a
soon
way,
should
it's
we
still
beat it
better
down?
than Eyeless.
Henarius, how are your defenses going to be if the eyeless return?
Active.
All right.
Will they be enough
I'm sorry.
efficient?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all I wanted to know.
He's such
That's all
a-
I wanted to
he's
know.
such
Maybe
a
there was other
dick.
information.
This guy.
Angels have to be literal, and he's such a dick. So you're like, how are they going to be active? I mean, all right, I guess that's the truth.
That is true.
What's the percentage of success that you may have?
Analysis
if
of
the eyeless
defenses of
returns?
Spire versus Eyeless Swarm. 72% efficacy.
Understood. That's
Actually, that
mostly
does-
what I was concerned about. The rest you can take care of.
Actually, that does sort of raise an interesting question. What's your efficiency rating to defend the tower and to defend the temple where you currently reside, Henarius?
I don't think he's in the temple anymore. I think he's here.
Error. Logic failing. Henarius is in this spire, no longer in the original location. Original location has been purged and sealed.
Good to know, actually.
I don't know.
Error. One organic life form has been lost in this process.
Sorry, Axel retired. She didn't have any more to say. I think I'll retire too. Thank you for your help, Henarius. We'll be in touch.
Thanks detected. Initiating politeness protocols. No problem.
I guess I have a question for the DM before I ask Henarius my question. It was when I got my kind of revelation, I saw those memories. Did any of the other students that I was seated around, and any of the others have horns? Or was it... Would I have noticed that?
No horns. No maidens.
No vision.
Then she would ask about them. If, Henarius, when I originally awoke in this body, my form, she was wearing a pair of ornamental horns. Does that ring any bells for you?
Error. No bells in vicinity.
Do you know anything about a set of ornamental horns you wear on your head? And any significance behind it?
Analyzing archives. Analyzing archives. Ornamental animalistic features are often worn by those that practice a certain lifestyle choice.
So you're saying
Oh god, this guy hurt my head.
Yeah!
He's giving me a migraine. Arcadum, you unironically gave me a migraine.
These are known as druids.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, what'd you guys think I was talking about, huh? You fucking furry, mate!
you do seem to be going hard on the furries for some reason.
Yeah. Because one race is.
Sorry, I had to throw that joke in there. I've been waiting for that one.
I'm not a furry.
Damn it.
I've had that
I'm
one.
not a-
I've had that one in my back pocket for a while.
I'm not a
Rough sign
furry,
something.
however. She'll just sigh.
Why?
Thank you.
Chat fucking cracked me up. Why is politeness a subroutine?
Because
Maybe
it's not
sometimes I need-
optimal.
Because it's not optimal.
Thanks is not necessary, though wildly appreciated.
Yeah, no shit.
Error. Adjective wild.
Yeah, Sashiv's just gonna go and reconvene with the others.
All right, I'm out of here.
Fair enough.
Brain turning off, neurons to powering down.
Functions.
This fucking guy.
Of an alternative lifestyle. Is he calling me
I
a
don't care.
furry?
I did. To be honest, I didn't even get that until they said that.
Oh, no, and then he's just like, they are known as druids. Oh. You
No, that's what I.
You
that's what I
cheeky
thought he meant.
bitch.
Cheeky bastard.
Hey man, I
Oh.
thought cat ears at first, and I was like, all right, yeah,
Damn, bro.
You mean yeah?
boy, cute.
Fun fact,
Bro.
Nya is actually Taladoni for cat boy.
Ah! Ah!
Oh,
No!
what? No.
No!
That's
Is
not
that
true.
is that true, Arcadum? Is that true?
Is what true?
The Nya thing. Is that true?
Dies of cringe.
Same, dude.
I choose not to revive.
I choose not to revive him.
Wait, Henarius, can you kill me?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't
He
joke about
starts
that.
charging up his hands. No, I'm just kidding.
Help
I-
guiding
I don't think you should ask the literal guy to figuratively kill you.
It's okay. It's okay because he wouldn't, because that
It's
wouldn't be
not a good
optimal.
plan.
It
That
would
is
be,
true.
That would be suboptimal to kill Yig. So
Yeah,
That'd
because
be
then we'd have to
pretty,
revive him and expend
it
resources.
would be
and be like,
optimal, however, to infuse Yig with a collar of command.
Is that a thing? What does that do?
Removes your free will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh.
All opposed to it?
He didn't
Sounds
say whose
hardcore.
command it was.
I'd like to ask, who what free will?
Anyway, what do you guys do? There's two
We're
people still
pretty much-
talking to Henarius right now.
I was just gonna be sitting over, just looking at the notes and stuff that I got. So
All right,
Then yeah,
so
move yourself
reading
down.
and Chrotus.
I don't think I would have been talking. I think I would have been physically face palming so hard my head may have actually just taken a few points of damage talking to him.
Okay,
no, it's called concussing yourself.
but are you going to ask him any more questions?
Why not? Do you have any ideas as to why us as souls were drawn into these vessels? I.e., before I died, I had children that died the same night I did. Is it possible that they might be on this continent as well?
Answer. Analysis currently pending. Preliminary analysis indicates that soul energy contained within current vessel known as Chrotus is exceptionally potent, comparatively speaking. However, more research is required.
So spiteful.
So full as always, Henarius. Have a good rest, or whatever it is you would do.
Etiquette detected. You as well. Analyzing area. No organics detected. Finally. He lets out his gut.
Undoes spells 3 times.
I'm just kidding.
Just he disappears. I just give him the middle finger.
That
as
was
he
one of
vanishes.
my favorite Simpsons episodes. Not a dame in sight, boys, and they all just let out their guts.
Oh my god.
Instead of sucking it in, I love that episode so much.
Does he have a beer belly?
No, I was just fucking around.
God damn it.
He's got a mead belly.
No organics? Nice. Starts getting gross.
organics.
Ugh, finally.
Ugh.
Starts
Walked
plugging
out.
stuff into him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it becomes like a mix of Drifter, Psy, and Cyberpunk. All right, cool.
Good old Drifter Sigh.
Hey,
Missed
can I
the
get a
bullet.
hot rod Arcadum? Please.
Ugh.
Please.
No,
Oh.
you don't have a license.
No.
No.
He has
You
one to
don't need
kill.
one.
You want to get
He's
pulled
like,
over? You want to get pulled over by the mage cops, bro?
The mage cops, where are they? I don't see them.
Where I don't see them, gets arrested. Oh God, I should have seen
Ah.
them. They're invisible.
Oh god.
You know, I really want to know what we can make with that, though.
We can make a giant fucking laser, bro.
The you know, the siege module.
Well, I mean, we'll have the time to do
I'll
it.
tell you. Before you do anything, you either need to be you need resources, so you need to like decide where you're gonna go and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm already thinking pretty hard about where I want to go. If it's any condolences.
I mean,
All right, and now we move on to the fact that we got like 15, 30 minutes left. So I'd like to use this session time to decide what direction you guys want to go in, because I'll have to do a lot of prep in either case. So are you going to do town building? Or are you going to do hard adventuring? Which one is it going to be?
I guess maybe town building. I mean,
I think
if-
town. We have
Yeah.
with the list of things that we're able to teleport to. It would be a one-way trip to Vicinica,
yeah.
which that's an important thing. And if we got her online, which is another angel, she would probably be able to assist us in fixing the one-way thing and getting it back on the Nexus, rather than us just fucking with it.
Yeah.
but
And we
that's-
can't go to the Black Falls Spire, which is something that's important to you yet, because it needs to be activated on the other side.
Yeah.
No,
So-
it's not the Blackfall Spire that's important to him. It's the Tower of Judgment.
Well, oh sorry, Black Falls Spire was something else. That's
Tower-
where the
the
that's
Tower
where
of
the that's where the
Tower Judgment, I can just go to and from.
right.
Correct. Tower
Sorry.
of Judgment has
I
an
meant-
active connection.
I meant to say that the Black Falls Spire is one of the places where the Golemancer wills.
Correct.
That would be for Founder stuff. So, we have a couple places that are good in mind. Tower of Judgment, if it's back and forth, then that's also good. And Vicinica is one of the ones he wants us to go to. So, but my vote is in favor of city building. If we can, he said it was
Yeah.
like 70-something% chance of victory against the Eyeless with the defenses that he has. If we up that even further, then
He might
that's
even be
going
able
to
to come
be
back.
it's going to be better anyway. And he doesn't give a fuck what we're doing as long as we still plan on doing
No.
the greater scheme of things once things are operational. So
You think that maybe, and this is just for the revelation stuff, but maybe when we're done with everything that's important, like that, we can go through that gauntlet thing.
You mean the?
The engine of Crucibles.
Yeah, the engine of crucibles. Yeah, it's a long
we're able
name.
to-
Sorry.
if we're able
it's
to
not-
gather essence and upgrade weapons and stuff like
Yeah.
that, then I wouldn't have a problem with it, because we're not going to breach any caps until the thing transitions, which means
Yeah.
if we got in there before the final phase happened, our cap would be removed, and potentially we could get stronger during the fights, which would be nice. But it's only
Good idea.
but until we can get upgraded weaponry again and things like that, facilities fully functioning with
I
essence.
will say though, another reason why I want to do the whole city building thing, mainly because I want to I'm still thinking about those prisoners, man.
I don't think we're gonna be able to rescue those prisoners unless we actually go back to the city and
I
go
mean-
rescue them. But that would mean we would
Yeah.
have to fight the warden and the prison itself. And
Yeah, we'd
we've
have
been
to
gone for a
basically
while.
storm a city. Not a good idea.
Not
with just
exactly.
5 people.
Well, we
Not without
don't
an army.
we don't know
We-
what's going on there exactly.
Yeah,
at
we'd
the
be getting
moment.
an army too, but I'm just thinking about those prisoners, bro. How?
We can build the city, we can get a small force, we can start infiltrating, and we do technically have a way in, the way we escaped.
No, I thought we burnt that way when we left.
No, we.
Well, technically, Wood's burnt that way, but
Yeah, it kind of exploded, but
Yeah.
also
Yeah, kinda.
that does remind me. Technically, we could still find Lux's corpse.
Well, it's
Potentially.
walking. It's walking.
It's still being
somewhere.
possessed.
Yeah.
If we get a bunch of cloaks, we could probably just sneak up to the front door.
Bro, they
and
wouldn't
just break
recognize
in.
me. I got new armor.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
yeah, with
strong
Axel.
enough now that we could probably just take them. Fuck
Well,
it.
not necessarily. Well, it depends on how we would
We
go
are
about it.
level capped right now.
Yeah,
I think right now we just need to focus on building a town, get a little stronger, and then maybe go on one of the quests, and then we start thinking about other stuff. Because things
but
could change by that time.
But I'm just saying, I'm more than thinking on going to the the Tower of Judgment.
But that could literally be like that could be our first trip if you wanted it to be, because we could build the city, go there, and then use that as time to prep for going to Vicenica, because that one is yours is 2-way, that one's 1-way.
Man.
So we could
I like
decide
that
that first.
plan.
Does anyone have any opposition to city building?
I don't.
honestly could go both ways. I'm cool with adventuring. I'm cool with city building.
Bro, we have an army too.
At first, I was like, "Hey, city building sounds real cool. That would be fun."
City
whatnot."
boy.
City boy.
But then I was like, "Oh, but adventuring would be fun too."
All right,
So
so let's
now
do.
I'm like, "Fuck it."
Should we just do
I'll
the
do
normal
whatever.
method?
City building can provide a lot of benefits.
I
don't
think we're all in agreement for city building.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
do it the democratic way. We'll do the typing. We'll do city or Nexus.
do it in the game chat or the in-game Foundry.
In-game Foundry. Okay, type it in, but don't hit enter. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready?
All right, give me a second. I need to actually get to that so I can type it. Okay, so we're
Ready.
doing this in general.
No, in
No.
Foundry's chat.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
That way, chat can see it.
and we're saying, what we're doing.
You're
Yeah,
typing
we're
in.
city
Do you
building.
want a city build or do you want to do it with the Nexus first? So.
1 or 2.
Just city or Nexus. Just do that.
Mm-hmm. Don't hit enter.
Easiest way to do it.
Type it in. Tell me when you're ready to hit enter. So that way we avoid any bias.
Ready?
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 Okay.
You need a little bit more understanding.
Just
So-
Nexus or city. Next
Okay.
city is city building. Nexus is teleporting anywhere. Doesn't specify.
Okay. All right, now I'm ready then.
3,
All
2, 1, hit him. Okay, it looks like we've got city. Okay, city it is. So city building. So that's what we're gonna do next session.
All right.
it's good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Gig looks down disappointed.
All right. Well, in that case, congratulations, guys. You've conquered the spire.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
By next session, hopefully, the spire will be cleaned up and ready. Yeah, be cleaned up and ready to go. And we'll do your recruitment and all that setup. Yeah, that should be good. Plenty to do tomorrow, or plenty to do next time.
Heck yeah,
All
man.
right.
Cool.
Throne.
Before we finish session, would I be able to cast something one last time?
To who?
My oldest son, just to get it out of the way before I forget.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Shh. See this.
Elodius Tulin, please tell me you're safe. Are you warm? Do you know where you are? Is there someone with you? I haven't forgotten you.
that's where I will end the session.
What the fuck?
What the
Christ.
fuck?
What the fuck?
What have you done to my son?
You're out of spell slots, pal. Can't do that again.
It's okay, we're taking a long rest. You can do it tomorrow. Who is this?
That was fucking terrifying.
the fuck?
Good shit.
What in the fuck's name?
Calls him tomorrow. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But I have a particular set of skills.
Skills. No.
What do we got? Fanner,
Sure,
we got
hope
Dancing
anything
Metal
like that.
Sonic.
Actually.
This one is the veil over Conflux every time someone does a line of dust. Yeah.
Nothing but
Welcome
dust.
to hell,
Promise you.
Chrotus to Calvin when he revives him. Sashiv after the horror fog.
Yeah, I saw the Aqua cry. I love it.
Suggestion. Stop.
That's cute.
But you slow down, pal. Maybe get some bitches.
No organics detected.
Those are the fan art.
Let me in your head. Yes.
Yes. Hold on. Let me get the couple. Yes.
Amazing.
That's wonderful.
Alrighty. That'll be it for the fan art, it seems.
If you got any more, I suggest you send it now. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The fucker can use a full-size taskbar instead of a smaller one? Man, you're really not gonna like some of my other settings then.
Damn.
At least it's not 98 degrees outside right now. Let's see here. Do I have any submarinos to thank?
Yes.
Let's see here. Workin' Joe, thanks for the gifted sub. SilverSiege, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Caped Fish, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. We are at 3,690 subs. Once again, at 5,000 subs, you will get your Euro Trucker stream. At 5,500, there will be a new D&D game that will be unlocked called The God Crime. Let's see.
No.
Also, for those of you interested,
Fuck
we
the
have a
God
living
Crime.
world. We have a living world that's currently under beta. We're still testing some things out. If you are a sub, whether you've been gifted or otherwise, you can go in there, join the other Discord or the main Discord as well, which you should because we're a fun community. And you can participate in all the nice automation tests that are being done in there. If you wish to be an adventurer in the living world, you can sign up for the Patreon whenever we launch it. Or if you sign up early, you get a free character rebuild since we're doing the launch of the living world in sections. So you get a free rebuild on your character if you want to support us that way. Yeah. But you guys should all join the main Discord because we do community nights and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So
That is true. There are some fun things going on in Discord.
We'll see you after this session there too.
hey, Cape Fish, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Again.
Thank you, Cape.
You degenerate. We're
Thank
at
you, Cape. I'll see you
3,000.
tonight.
We're at 3,700 subs.
Oh, good lord.
A nice
That's a pretty
even
big number.
A nice even number.
Nice number.
A nice number of evenness.
Nice
Anyway.
equalness of number.
Thanks to everybody for all the support. All that good stuff. It really means a lot to... Okay. Workin' Joe, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Guess I don't get to leave yet.
You know, I like that. Keep doing that. You know what? Actually, I'll just finish some fan art right as we speak. Hold on. Just keep them busy, guys. Just
Jesus
keep
Christ, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you
Okay,
see,
it's open.
please consider subscribing.
Oh my god.
And if you really like what you see, how about you join the Patreon?
Oh my
And if
god.
Thank
you
you for
really
coming
like what you see,
to the
join
show.
the Discord.
Oh god.
And I hope you've had a fantastic day.
SilverSiege, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. And now
What'd you
I'm getting boosted right at the end of the stream. Maga7417, thanks for the gifted subarinos. Gifting a sub to Pippy Poppy. Pipey Popey. Pippity Poppity? Pippity Poppity.
Bippity boppity?
Bippity Boppity? Oh, skippity Boppity, bippity Boppity, skippity Boppity, bippity
Ski up them beer.
Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da boop.
Ski boppity bo bo. Ski boppity bo.
Bada bida bada bida bo. Just gotta skibbity bobbity bo. Here we go. Ba ba ba.
I can feel my brain cells disintegrate.
Good.
Turn
I'll
into a
keep
fan
burning
stream.
them.
A fan art stream. God. Man, I do miss the old.
It's an ultimatum.
Oh my God. Why is it playing twice?
Why do you
Oh
have
my
1,000
God.
bits? That
Oh
you're
my
just like,
gosh.
oh, I forgot I had these.
Forgot I had
Forgot I had
these.
these. Just throw 'em.
Thank you for the
Good.
1,000 bits. I don't know why that played twice. That was weird.
Double trouble. He did gift twice,
Gifted
so
twice.
maybe.
Ugh, God.
Do you record the in real life D&D? Yes, we are recording. I'm probably going to put that up on Patreon as like a general support thing. It's probably not going to be very good, but here's hoping.
I'm trying my best.
Skibbity bee bobby bo bo. Ski bobby bee bo. Skibbity bobbity bo. Skibbity bobbity bo bo. Here we go. Ba 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 ba.
How is the in real life stream going? What are they up to? What are they doing?
That game has
My
actually
boss.
been a lot of fun. That game has been very fun. So
I accidentally fell asleep. I'm sorry.
right now they're on a. They just finished sailing on a pirate ship and they're lost on an island on the coast, and they're exploring a temple of like ancient spirits,
Ooh,
trying to figure
that
out
sounds like a lot of fun.
how to
I'll
get
have to
through
check it out.
how to get through it.
Gotta get some bitches.
What is happening? People gifting a shit ton of subs, and this boost train thing keeps happening.
Quick.
It normally happens at the end of stream, which is like, kind of counterintuitive, but whatever. It's fine. It doesn't really matter to me.
Don't worry about it. Just do it before we start. Do it before we start. I promise it'll be cooler.
Just,
Do that for next time.
just take the subs and deal with it.
Just
Take my subs, nerd.
Oh God. Oh, bleh. Anyway. Thanks for all the gifted subs, guys.
Hold on, let me post this one last time, just because I'm actually probably gonna work on this.
Oh, you got some fan art? All right, let me see.
I know I probably said it before. I'm sorry if I have, but it's just I'm happy with it.
I'm waiting.
Just
Nina gifted.
Nina Empire.
Oh God, why is
Nina, you're back.
Why is
You're
Nina
back!
here, dude?
Hi, Nina.
No.
Hi, Nina.
Hi,
Let me leave, please.
Hi, Nina. Hi, I need. Look, I need to ask you for a favor. I needed to stay here for an extra, let's say 30 minutes to an hour, maybe.
Oh my God,
All right.
please.
You think you could cover me till then?
Please let me
No longer a game.
leave, dude. Also, hello, Nina.
A hostage situation. There.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
Also, I posted it.
Guys, I brought it up.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
Thank you.
You replacing the old soul in the background with
No.
Axel?
No.
No, that's just
I missed
soul
it.
still.
Yeah, you've already posted this.
Well, it's good.
Uh,
I think
No,
it's really
it's
good.
colored now. It's looking real good.
this is the question for next time, but since
Mhm.
the spire has a name, but are we going to get to name the city?
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
we're gonna have a fight over this.
I
No.
vote for Sarkozy to Electric Boogaloo.
No, that's the red light district.
Planning on going back to sleep after a good work day? That's good to hear, Nina. Thanks for stopping by and dropping a sub. That's really nice of you.
See you,
Lord,
Nina.
Lord knows you've done enough.
I love you. Bye.
Hope
Bye.
you're
Make
doing
you
well.
breakfast.
Name it Dirtmouth.
Probably not. Probably not.
All right.
Unfortunately, as much as I
In
want
10
to.
seconds, I can finally leave. Ah,
The
yes.
city of tears.
I'll get boosted and then leave immediately.
It's an ultimatum.
Stop!
Get it?
Too late.
You just love pushing.
I'm free! I'm free!
We're
Are you
free.
really though?
Hearing Justin say no, dude.
It's 5. 4 for 3.
Anyway. But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have been enjoying the games, and I'll
the
see you
dog's
guys
counting
next
down.
time.
Wait,
See ya.
dog's counting down.
Hi,
Till
Jack.
next week.
We're
It's
boosting.
an
We're,
ultimatum.
Wait, why did I just play again, but cut off? What is going on with my stream?
It realized that you played it. It played it twice. It's like,
My
I can fix this. I can
friends,
fix
it's
this.
time to go.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye, love you, bye.
Bye.
God